Hi, my name is Rena, and I have been cleaning vacation rentals for over 5 years now. I've been a housekeeper for the last 13 years, and I've been doing vacation rental cleanings full time uh, under my LLC for 3 years. I'm here today because I want to teach you what is required to be successful in today's industry. Now, please forgive my setup. This is my first time making a channel, but there's a lot of people out there who have a lot of questions and a lot of concerns and a lot of confusion. They want to get started and they just don't know what to do, who to talk to, where to reach out, how to find clients, what to charge the clients they do have. And I want to answer some of these questions for you. It doesn't matter what city you're in, what state you're working out of. I hope that you will find most of the things that I'm going to be talking about in my videos to be very helpful. This will be part of a series, hopefully an ongoing thing as people begin to like and subscribe to my channel. So let's jump right in and get started. Today I'm going to be addressing an issue that I saw on one of the Airbnb groups that I'm a member of this morning. A cleaner was upset because their host wanted a refund on their services. So here's what happened. It seems like the host was not completely satisfied with the cleaning, and a few of the items that were supposed to be provided for in the turnover were not provided. So when the guests checked in, they found themselves with no toilet paper as well as no paper towels and other issues with the unit. And the cleaner, was really upset because the host wanted a refund on that cleaning, and they felt like they shouldn't have to give a refund on that cleaning. So there's a couple of things that we are going to address today, and they're mostly going to be based off of that particular experience. So I had four main pieces of advice to give to this cleaner because um, it sounds like, while I can't say for certain they were actually in the wrong, it does seem that they did mention that they were out of certain supplies to the housekeeper or to the host, and the supplies were not provided, and the host was then upset when the guest complained. So I do have some tricks for that. If you ever run into a situation where your supplies are not there, where you need dish soap, where you need toilet paper, where you need trash bags, this is very important. Don't ever not do it. You want to always make sure that whatever you're doing, you're sorry, checking on the baby monitor. You want to make sure that whenever you're doing cleaning, you always walk away with it completely done. That has meant that I've had to run out to CVS and grab toilet paper, that I've had to run out and grab tissues, that I've had to run out and grab dish soap. Anything that I need for that unit is going to be there at the end of the turnover. I would rather bill the client um, a fee for me having to go run out and pick it up, and a copy of the receipt for whatever it is that I purchased for them, than get the bad review and not have the cleaning done to the standard that the host is looking for. So some of the cleaners may not be available, but a lot of these platforms, I know Airbnb specifically works on a three-strike system. So if there are three cleanings that you do, um, or somebody else does, and they're not right, that client, your host that you're working with, they can lose their property 6 months or permanently. It will be delisted. So if that property isn't listed, there's no money for you. If there's no cleanings, there's no cleanings. It can tank their rating. It can it can get them kicked off the system. So you definitely do not want to just say, oh, well, it's not my problem. Make it your problem. Especially if you're trying to build up long term relationships with your hosts. Some of my clients have been with me 3+ years now because I always come through for them. If something is not right, then I just take care of it, within reason. If something is not right within reason, I just had to return a cable box to the Comcast store, and then I got a fee for that for delivering it, even though that's what I meant. That's what you would call an add-on, because it's not part of my basic services. That's what I would do, is just add it on to their invoice as an extra expense. So you want to make sure that if you go into the unit and something is not right, you make it right. If you're missing something, replace it. Um, so I would say that was their number one mistake. They were going, well, I told the client that there was none of this in the unit. So my second thing, do not wait until there is nothing available to tell your host that there is an issue with a supply. If you have 6 rolls of toilet paper left, you need to say, hey, I only have 6 rolls of toilet paper left. With shipping, um, sometimes most of my clients don't even live in the same state as me. So I can't expect them to just run to the store real quick and grab something if I need it. If I want to have supplies on time, I need to make sure that I'm giving them enough time to pick them up. Um, this is me personally. If I have a client who I know may not be great at remembering my supply requests, the night before I go, I send them a message saying, hey, just a reminder, um, did you leave more toilet paper for me? Or hey, just a reminder, there were no more clean towels. Is the linen service going to be dropping off more towels before the next check-in time? And then the day of, as soon as I arrive, the first thing I do is an inventory. I know I was out of something last time. Um, if if I know I was out or I was low, then I usually have some of it on me. I might have a pack of toilet paper. I might have that I picked up from the dollar store. That 4 pack you can get from the dollar store is great in a pinch. You don't have to spend a ton of money to keep something from turning into a bad review. And if you're going to be the housekeeper for a unit, then a lot of this stuff is going to fall on you. Um, you definitely want to be keeping track of your inventory. You definitely want to be paying attention to what's going on, um, with your supplies and with reordering and letting hosts know when they're low on something ahead of time, or if you know that you're like, there's 1 roll left, or there's not going to possibly be any left when you get there, to just bring a roll or two with you. That's if it's a client you want to keep. Not all clients are worth keeping. And that's not to say that not all clients are great people, but not all people work well together. So you have to find clients that you can work with. You have to find people who do what you need them to do. If I walk into a property and I'm just going through it with the host, I'm coming in and there's never clean laundry, there's never supplies, um, or the unit itself looks so worn down and dingy that no amount of my best cleaning um, could could make it livable, then that's usually the last cleaning I do for that person. I do that one and I say, I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in maintaining this contract. One of the biggest things you need to learn if you're going to be self employed is how to say no, thank you, is how to say I don't want to, is how to say no. Just no. You got to remember that you are not an employee, you are a boss, and that you get to say no. You get to pick your clients. Um, and having a client that's going to be difficult, who's always going to cause you extra work, whose units you always end up spending way more time on than you need to because you're constantly fixing things you shouldn't have to be fixing. Those clients may not be worth cleaning. You either need to charge them accordingly, raise your prices, because that takes up your time. You only have so many hours during the day that between your check-in time and your checkout time. So you definitely want to be making sure that any time you put into that any time you put into your unit is valued, that you're getting paid accordingly, and that your day is going according to plan. But a client who is always causing you a headache or issues, um, then you either have to make changes. Hey, I see you're having trouble getting the laundry to me on time. Is there a way we could use a laundry service, or maybe you could pay me extra and I'll take over the laundry? And not everybody may be in the position to do that, but those are things you can consider, trying to find a way to work with your client that doesn't leave you stuck. But it's very, very, very important to be communicating when you are low on supplies, and to make sure that you're covering yourself. Like I said, having a roll of toilet paper or two in your car or in your work bag, a roll of paper towels or so in your car or your work bag, can make the difference between the guests of your host having a good stay and having a complaint. And too many complaints, because too many complaints, like I said, 3 cleanliness issues, and the host can lose their contract. But too many complaints, and you can lose your contract. And you're trying to build your business. You don't want to lose contracts. So it's very, very, very important to focus on maintaining your relationship with your clients and going that extra step. If they get shut down, you're not getting any money off the contract. So that roll of dollar toilet paper versus nothing whatsoever, especially because you're going to be getting reimbursed. We're not talking about coming out of your pocket for nothing. We're talking about coming out of your pocket and billing them for it. But make sure before you spend any of your money that they understand that they are going to be billed for it. Let them know how much you charge for having to supply emergency provisions, and do it as soon as you walk in. Always take inventory of your cleaning supplies as soon as you walk in. That way, your client has time to get back to you. Don't wait until right as you're cleaning up to leave to be like, oh, wait, by the way, uh, I don't have any of this, or there's not going to be anything for the guest who's checking in next. Tell them as soon as you notice. That 30 seconds it's going to take to stop and send out a text, or to give them a phone call protects you, and it gives them a chance to fix the problem. They might say, oh, all right, I'll be right over with the stuff. They might say, oh, please go to the store and bill me for it. But you should always give them that option. Don't ever just make it, oh, well, it is what it is. Um, so the third thing that I noticed was a lack of responsibility taking. It seemed like the cleaner didn't want to accept any responsibility for what went wrong, and that's an issue, because it seemed like it wasn't just about the paper towels and the toilet paper, but it was also a cleanliness issue. The host in this Airbnb group had asked the cleaner to go back and re-clean, and at this point, they're now refunding the guests the cleaning fee for their stay if they charge them one. They're probably offering a discount. So now you've not only cost yourself money, but you've also cost your host money. And depending on how badly messed up it is, the host may have to refund a lot more than just your cleaning fee. So let's say you were billing the client $60 to clean their studio, but they have to refund the guest $120 out of their stay. You know, you you've hurt your relationship with your host. You've cost the host money. You've cost yourself money, and you've left a bad memory with the guest, which we don't want to do. If you're in the hospitality industry, you definitely want to care about the feelings of your guests and whatnot, and try to make sure that each guest has a memorable experience. If you're the one staying in one of these units, you want to have a memorable experience. If you check into a hotel room and it's not right, you're going to want a refund, or you're going to want to be moved to another hotel room, or both. I often offer a $5 Starbucks gift card, or a Wawa gift card, or something to the guest if I have to go back out to fix an issue with their unit, just to make sure that they walk away from the experience feeling cared about, and not like the host was neglectful or the cleaning service was neglectful. They understand, okay, this was an actual mistake, and they've not only come out to rectify the issue, but they've also taken the steps to apologize. So, something as simple as that $5 little gift card can make the difference between my host having a bad review or my host having a good review, and it's just a private note to the host where they mentioned that there was a problem. So you always want to be sure to do your best cleaning with your unit. But if you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.